Hello you guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Liz. I am a 26-year-old cash budgeter and stuffer whose main goal is to reduce debt and increase wealth. So if that is something that interests you, then please keep on watching. Alrighty, you guys, so today's video we're going to be unstuffing for the month of January, and the lighting is a little bit off because I do have my iPad with me here, but I wanted to have it here so you guys can kind of go through all of the tracking that I did with me. I have done all of the tracking and subtracting beforehand so that I wasn't flustered on camera or anything. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the first category we have is bills. So, and I don't think that this is in the order of the actual like order of my envelopes, which is fine. But first up we have water, and water is going to have $0 left, but we have, I need to take out 30. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And then I need to put $4 into Apple, and we'll get there. Don't worry. Okay. So next up, we have electricity. And electricity is going to be somewhat simple, but we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140. So technically it says 11 is going to Apple, but I know that this all has to be zeroed out either way, so I'm not going to worry about it, but I am going to take this 10 and put it in the back of Apple. I'll get there when I get there. Okay, so we took out 150 in total. Then we have my credit card, which I have already paid, and that was $300, so I took that out in the last video. If you have not already seen it, go ahead and watch that if you're interested. So then next up, okay, so here the next one is Apple. So in Apple, we originally had 20, 40, 50, and 60, which put us in about negative 45 in what we owed. So what I did was I added the $4 from water, and then added the what would have been $11 from oh my gosh, you guys, from electricity. Okay, my brain is not working today, apparently. And then we also need to pull $30 from groceries. So I am going to have to make change. Am I going to have to make change? I'm not. So 20, 30 goes to Apple. So this should get us to where we need to be. Okay. So, and I also have this here. So water, 30 for bill, 4 towards Apple. Great. So, we had 60 to start off with. 4 came from water, 11 came from electricity, and 30 came from groceries. Technically 10, but 30, I don't have a 1 here, but it's fine, I promise. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4. So we're like $1 short, but it really is not a big deal. because I definitely cover it in other ways. Okay, so that is done with Apple. And so then we get into Amazon, and I need to organize. I'll have these organized in the same order for February. But Amazon, we have, we're taking out everything. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55. Now, again, it says I pull $1.76 from groceries. We'll get there when we get there, because obviously I don't have $1.76. I do, however, pull $5 from groceries. So again, that like $1 that was here, that's covered from the $5 that I'm going to pull from groceries. So I promise it's going to be okay, everybody. All right. So Amazon, we need $5 from groceries. So I'm going to make change, and I need 2 5s. So here, and then I think I already emptied out Amazon. I did. So then we can just put this 5 back. Okay. And then this goes back to groceries. This is my first time ever doing it this way. So you're kind of learning the ropes with me at the current moment. Okay, AT&T, we're taking out everything. It's an even 75. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75. So taking all that out. Now I know exactly how much everything should equal out to, because I needed to do the math to make sure I was subtracting and adding and all of that correctly. Phone, we've already taken out, and I have given to my mom to pay back. HOA, I am unstuffing this. And give me just 2 seconds. Okay, so I have this envelope here. I'm not going to show you like the front because it has my address on it. But I'm going to go ahead and take out the money for the first 6 months of 2026. And that's going to be $180. So we have 100, 150, 160, 170, and 180. And I'm going to go ahead and put this money. Oh, you turds. Did you already... Is it already closed? How did that happen? Okay, we'll figure this out later, but I will put, because I'm not going to give myself a paper cut on camera. That's not going to be fun. So I'm going to put this off to the side. So now in HOA, we have $60 left, which we're covered for the next 6 months, so it's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and, where am I? I'm going to say first 6 months, we took out 180, and we are left with 60. Okay, so you guys got to see that in real time. And that is going to be it for my bills binder. So we are good to go on that. Now, let's move on to my short term. Or no. Oh my gosh. We still have eating out and groceries. Brain, hello. Okay, so eating out, we're taking out everything. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120. So we're taking all of this out. And we actually do have to take out a 20 from groceries. I don't know if you guys can see any of that. But we got to take a 20 out from groceries. So I'm going to make a change. So we have 2 20s and a 10. Okay. And I got to take 120 out and put it back to eating out. Okay. Now, since I already have it out and I know that is what comes next, we are taking everything out but a 20, to cover what I paid. So we are taking out 50, 100, 110, 120, 125. So 125 I've spent on groceries this month. And we are leaving a 20, but instead of just leaving a 20, I'm going to take this 20 and put it in my savings envelope here. And we're going to see how much in like extra I can save for the first 6 months of the year. Or no, actually, I lied. I want to do it quarterly. So we're going to see how much like buffer I can save for quarterly. So that's awesome. And that just means that that will give me like an extra boost to try and not go over in any sort of like unnecessary spending or anything like that when it comes to bills and whatnot. So, okay, now we can get into short term. So short term is going to be interesting. So clothes, we did not unstuff anything. Hair, we're taking out the whole thing because I got my hair toned and it cost $45 and I had to save up exactly $45. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. So we did exactly that. Okay. Then we get into me being a crazy spender this month. So we are having to take out some other areas, but I had some fun in the month of January. Now I was in Florida for the very first week of January, due to New Year's. So some spending did happen. Now I did add, there was a lot more spending here. Now I'm just gonna be very transparent. I had $200 and something in my credit card rewards. Now, I fully intended to pull the $200 out and as cash and show you guys with stuffing and unstuffing and all of that. Capital One had a different plan and it automatically applied the $200 to my credit card, which is fine. I just am not able to like physically show you, but I can show you here. So I added $100 to fund to help me cover my craziness. So we are going to, I'm going to set this to the side because I mean, it's going to end up as 0. So we're going to have to go to random and pull out, I think I pulled out 5. Yeah, so $5 from random. Okay, so I'm adding that over here. You guys can see that. And then I also am adding 55 from vacation. So we are going all the way to the back here. And 20, 40, 45, 50, 55 is also going towards fun. We should have had, I think 275 now. So let me see. All right. So in fun, we're unstuffing 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 200, 210, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So looks like 235. But that makes sense because this is what I like started out with. It was 335 for the entire bill. But the 100 came from the word, so it should be 235. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so let's get back. Okay. Okay. So then we've gotten done a fun. Ringo, nothing came out of his fund. Personal, nothing came out because there's nothing in there. We did, however, spend in random because there's gas stations that require you to sometimes get an energy drink from. And it just happens. It's just a thing. So we are taking out the full amount. So we have 10, 20, and 25. Okay. And that's going to be it for short term. So let's get into long term. Because long term is going to be a little interesting. So car maintenance, we can leave it the way it is. Then we have new car. We're not pulling anything out from there. Christmas, obviously not pulling out from there. Emergency, we need to skip education, come back. Emergency, we are taking out $160 and putting it towards education. So we have 100 in the bank that I'm going to pull, and then 20, 40, 60. So now in emergency, we just have $600, but that's okay. That's okay. So now I'm going to fast forward to education. Where are we at here? Okay. So now I'm pulling out 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, and 175. Now, it was $275 or $275.25. I also added the other 100 from my rewards to education. So, it should be 175, which is perfect. Okay. It's been a month, you guys. Okay, so next up is pet emergency. Let me get back to, where are we at? Christmas, emergency. Obviously, nothing came out of pet emergency. I didn't have to. Manifest, nothing came out of there. Mardi Gras, we did take some out. So I'm going to have a leftover balance of 190. So he took out, let me take out 190. So 50, 100, 150, 170, 190. So we are removing 50, 100, 120, 140, 150, and 160, which is accurate. It's $160.44. I bought some beads, you guys. We are about to have our parade. I am so freaking pumped. And so I had to buy beads. I had to buy all of the fun stuff you throw off of the float. All right, next up, which I've got to find it, is medical. And I did, in fact, take out everything from medical because I'm working on paying off a medical bill. Little bits at a time. So I'm taking out the full 100 here. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. It is all coming out. And we are going to do a condensing in this video as well. Don't you worry. Property taxes, obviously nothing came out of there. And vacation has already been taken down. So that is good. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to count everything up and make sure I have what I'm supposed to. I think I'm going to be $1 short, which is fine. I can cover that with my buffer. But I want to make sure that I have the correct amount with you guys going towards my credit card. And I need to pull out my handy dandy notepad here. So we have 100, oh my gosh, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 420, 40, 60, 80, 500. Y'all, my brain, it's late at night. I don't know if you guys can tell. 100, 152, 253, 354. Yes, okay. So 400, 420, 40, 60, 80, 500. I set that there. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85. So this is 1,000. Then we have, let me break it up a little bit more. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 310, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400, 405, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So when I did the math, it was supposed to come out to, I think, an even 1,400. But if we're over, I'm okay with that. Not sure why. Let me look and see. Yeah, so it came out to, when I rounded up everything, it came out to an equal 1,400. But if it's 14, what was it? 14 something? I'll take it. I will take it. So, we're going to put, you have back 2. Bank. Can you guys even see that? Barely. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's use a darker pen. You have back 2. Bank. Oh, this is a nightmare. That pen is dried out as all get out. Okay. I may have to use my fancy pen, but that's okay. We can do that. Credit card. You can kind of see that better. Whatever. We had 14. I forget the last couple numbers. Give me just a second. Okay, so it's 1414. 1,414. 1414. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lovely iPad away. I'm sure the lighting has automatically changed. And I'm going to add all of this back, and we're going to do a cash condensing. So I know how much extra should be going in. Okay, so let's get into it. I don't think I have anything to condense in here. Pretty sure, yeah, and HOA is fully condensed. Okay, so let's move on to short term. Pretty sure I have a couple things I can condense in here. So we have clothes. Yeah, so we have 10, 20. So I can condense that. Most of the condensing is going to happen in long term, which is totally okay. Nothing, 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 nothing. And Ringo has 25, so he's good to go as well. All right. Not much to condense, but that's okay. Let's move on to long term. And we should be able to condense a good bit in here. So we have car maintenance. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 20, 30, 40, 50. We can condense this. We have 50, 70 in car maintenance. New car is empty. Hopefully it won't be empty for too much longer. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So we do have 60 in Christmas. And so I will be condensing that. So we have 50 and 50, 60. I'll get a better 10. Education is empty. It won't be for long. Emergency, it is already technically condensed. So we have 600 in there, so we're good to go. Pet emergency, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 in here as well. So we can do, this is a good 20 and a 50, 50, 70. I don't think I actually condensed like in my last unstuffing, so this is satisfying for sure. All right, manifest, we can condense. It has 10. Find a good 10. This is a good 10. Or a decent 10, I should say. Better than some of the others. Okay, Mardi Gras, I'm going to condense if I can. Can I? 50, 150, 170, 190. Nope. That's okay. So we're going to leave that. Medical, cannot condense. Property taxes is where this is going to get so much fun. Okay, so we already have 5, 600 in the bank. 50, 100. So I'm going to add a placeholder. 50, 200. Add another placeholder. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Right? No, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110. Yeah, no, this is 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, another 100. Oh my gosh, okay. And another 100. So we have $10 left. So $300 going towards property taxes. This is like a calligraphy pen, but this is literally like the only thing that I have on me that will show up. Okay. So now in property taxes, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, $910. We will very, very shortly, by next month, have our first $1,000 placeholder. Ah, that's so exciting. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Vacation, and it cannot be condensed. So we should have a total, which we do, I know we do, have a total of, going back to the bank, of $1,714 in total. That is so exciting, you guys. Okay, so the goal, honestly, for next month is to decrease this amount. I do not want to see $1,400 going back to my credit card. Now, I know some of this was my bills, and it's different. A good portion of it was bills, but a good portion of it was me going willy-nilly and not needing to. And this is why I'm doing it this way. Because after I did my first like legitimate breakdown of all my spending from my credit card and everything, because like that is my goal this year, is to pay off my credit card. That's the main goal, is to pay off this freaking credit card. Once I really broke down my spending, I was like, oh girl, what you were pulling out of your envelopes was not covering anything. Oh my gosh, you need to do better. And so now I am able to actually look and see, holy crap, I can't believe that's what I spent this month. And this is just a reminder, I need to decrease this amount. I would like to decrease this amount. At least specifically on frivolous things. Obviously, like groceries and my bills and stuff, that doesn't necessarily count. But like, maybe pregame before going to the bars with your friends, so you're not spending a crap load of money on drinks, things like that. You know what I mean? If you're also in your 20s, you know what I mean. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video, my little tangent over. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below anything else you would like to see from me. And of course, make sure to subscribe so you never miss another video from me. And with all of that being said, guys, make sure that you work hard so you can play harder. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.